Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more Master of Orion in our Terrible Terrans series. So things are just going absurdly well at this point. Absurdly well. We're going to build a space elevator here pretty soon in some of my major systems, especially Virgil, where I have a number of really good planets, but also Gruzna. I am going to start thinking in terms of interplanetary administration, which allows me to centralize and beef up production. So what that's going to let me do is really crank out ships at an absurd pace, which is useful considering the fact that I would like to take control of Orion somewhat soon. But the Virgil system is still being built up, so I'm not in a rush to do that like right now, but that is something that's definitely on my radar. All right, so we have some new destroyers that have finished being built. We're going to send them to Terran Prime. Again, I'm building up a fleet that can take on the Guardian of Orion. Things have just been really cruising the past couple of episodes. The Bulrathi in the last episode just rolled over, as they have been doing, against my final assault. It's kind of sad, really. It was sad. Alright, so which jump gate is... Alright, so this guy's using the Magi jump gate, which is awesome. We have a space factory that is flying all the way from Crux to Magi. Just check that out. Boom, boom. You can see the jump lane formed right there. They finally did away with the horrendous webbing that would develop over different systems. So now you can actually just see the jump gate systems. Well, I think you can see the ships that are in transit, but you can't actually see the lanes. But yeah, it used to be that when you zoomed out, especially after loading a game back up, you would see lines for every single jump gate you had, and it would just look obnoxious. It was bad. But it's better now. Everything's okay. Colonial Revenue Services, definitely. Should have been built already, I think. Spy needs orders. Alpha Ceti. Let's send you to... Jinga. We're going to keep messing with the humans because we can. Alright. There's actually a good amount of pollution on Ursa too, but it's not growing because my colony's population is not that severe right now. It's not that severe. It's not that big right now, so the pollution problem is not that severe. But I have to keep an eye on that, because when pollution starts to creep upward the way it does in small colonies, it'll actually have a more adverse effect. Fascia 2. Trying to build research type buildings where I can. Alright, so this space factory is done, which is good news. I'm going to send him... We're going to have a jump gate in the Banat system as well. Just lots and lots of jump gates. I want to make it really easy for my ships to get around. I'm just going to have these ships guard. I know where they are. I'll come get them when I'm ready, but I'm getting tired of skipping them every turn. Ah, damn. So looks like the Meklar have made the first move on the Obakas system, which I kind of had a feeling they would do. It's a little annoying, not gonna lie. Alright, I need to build some additional colony ships, so we're gonna do that. Just about anywhere that is available to build production, or to build anything, I'm going to queue up a colony ship right now. And for the next couple turns as well. Alright, let's do an advanced military outpost here. And let's do a jump gate here. It's very important for any border system that is butting up against another empire to have a jump gate either in it or directly outside of it. For instance, maybe I would have one in Okabe, because you want your ships to be able to respond quickly to anything. Oh, cool. So we have acquired data using our spy Lima at Chort 3, which is a human colony. Eminent biome degradation at Rylus 3. Well, why didn't you tell me you had a pollution problem, numbnuts? What the crap? I can't fix this issue if you don't tell me it's there. Alright, so let's do a colony ship here. I'm going to put this guy into food instead. Again, you're going to see me crank out colony ships for a bit here. I need to go through my colonies again and make sure that everyone is producing, that all of the populations are in the right slots. It seems like they are, but just want to be sure. Alright, so that jump gate is done, which is good news. I'm going to hop over here and just start building another advanced military outpost. Principle being, this is a straight shot to Magi, and I want any fleet that tries to barrel through here to have to fight 2 stations before they get through. Same here. We're going to do, well, wait. There's already a jump gate here, right? Yeah, there's one in Magi. I don't need another one. Same principle. I want to have just as many. This is very close to Meklar territory, so I want just to clog all of these jump lanes with military outposts so that any movement really forces them to fight those. Similar thinking to my Sins of a Solar Empire days, where you would just really try and build as many star bases as you could around planets to where you could slow down enemy fleets. Eminent biome degrade. Same thing happening here. I can't fix a problem if you don't tell me it's there. It's one thing I hope future patches in this game address, because this has come up over and over again. There's a situation. There are just situations with pollution where the warnings are not communicated adequately. Let's go ahead and terraform this planet. It's just going to take 19 turns. It's a backwoods planet. Tracks 2. We'll terraform you as well. Why not? That's right. I need to go back through and make sure all of my stuff is in the right slots. So Virgil probably needs a starbase, to be completely frank, but you need a space elevator first, followed by a research lab, followed by deep sea cooling. We need a new state of the galaxy. I would like to know how we're stacking up compared to everyone else. I'm sure it's awesome, but they haven't done one in a bit. Alright. Simius 2. Lead a revolt, please. See what happens. Our ships are arriving at Tier Prime, the first of our fleet that's going to be taking on the Guardian at Orion. Tier Prime is, of course, right outside of the Orion system. So I'll be able to move pretty quickly to secure that system at the opportune moment. Let me go ahead and build Crux 4. Build another cruiser here. I need to just crank out a few more medium-sized capital ships. And who else can I mess with? Let me mess with the Darlock. I'm going to spy on the Darlock, because that always goes well. They're a race of spies and shapeshifters. Alright, you're going to go to sleep there for just a bit. Got a colony ship en route to that particular system, and a bunch of colony ships should pop out starting this turn, which will allow us to take additional planets in this area.
Take this warning to heart, for it may
No.
be the last.
Okay, so the humans actually killed our spy. It's brutal. It's brutal, humans.
My liege, a moment, please.
Okay, so we can either do advanced city planning and have +5 tiles in all colonies, or we could have the planetary stock exchange. Planetary stock exchange. Because money. Because money is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Artificial life. Let's increase our population growth speeds. Choose production. Oh, good. I can start building them right now. Across various worlds. They'll take a while to build, but I'm going to start just cranking them out. First things first, though. Virgil 2 is going to take a while because they have a pollution problem. Again, the game hasn't been warning me about that, so kind of hard for me to react to it when I don't know there's a problem, unless I micromanage everything, which I don't want to do. Alright, so we're going to colonize Desmos Prime. Upgrade these ships. We'll see how this current fleet stacks up against the Guardian, just to give you an idea of how strong I need to be to take on this particular guy. See that? The bar is all the way to the left. Dark red. The Guardian is just intensely powerful. I am going to go ahead and finish off this scout, though, because he's annoying me. Go away. Okay, let's build a starbase here, followed by a battle station. I know that the buildings are essentially the same thing, but I like to have the starbase advantages. It's kind of like having half a battle station built, and you get the advantages of that while building towards the battle station. You get, I mean, it takes longer to get to the battle station, sure, but you know, it's just something that I do to cover my bases. Every player has their idiosyncrasies. This one is mine. I like to build up to the different bases. Tier Prime looks like one of the first places I should settle there, so let's do it. It's going to take, I think it was 5 jumps to get there, if I saw that correctly. All right, good. The jump gate has been built in Ursa, so it will now be very easy for this fleet to travel across to the Terran system to take on the Guardian, which I'm excited about. So now I'm going to hop here, and we're going to start building an advanced military outpost. So here's one of my new colony ships. We have an ultra-rich planet in Celia Prime, so we're going to take care of that. Not a whole lot happening as far as aggression from these other worlds. I wonder why. Kilo was discovered and deported while at revolt mission at Meklar Colony Simius 2. So that failed. That's unfortunate. Space elevator. Planetary stock exchange. Okay. Phantos 4, what do you need a planetary stock exchange? I need to build those everywhere that I possibly can. Missions. Looks like you are set up at Jenga. So why don't you cause a revolt for fun. The spies have really not done a lot for me this series. I know it's, you know, a mechanic that's still being worked on, so I don't mean to complain. It's just, that's the reality. I don't feel that the spy system has really developed into something all that deep, which is fine, but feels a little disappointing for the time being. Alright, I'm going to colonize Tier 2 as well. That's an ultra-rich planet with artifacts. I wonder what the deal is. With, specifically, with why there's not a galactic council yet. Diplomacy. Path to victory. All races must have met to create the Galactic Council. So who hasn't met? Somewhere, one of these races out in the galaxy has not actually encountered one of the other ones yet. Weirdly enough. I'm actually going to move that up to where the planetary stock exchange is finished sooner. Up. It's time to colonize Benat. And we're going to do our standard build order. Automated factory. Ooh, building nice and fast. That's good. Alright, so here we will build an advanced military outpost. And here we will build a jump gate. Colony ships are arriving via jump gates, which is really cool to see. We have another colony ship that's ready to go. Looks like Celia 2 should be where that one colonizes. We have a really, really nice income. It's going to continue to go up as these planetary stock exchanges finish in the next 10 turns or so. It did actually go down just now. I shouldn't say anything. One thing I need to do, absolutely need to do, is just go through my colonies real quick. See, this colony has absolutely nothing happening in research. I want to make sure that they are all somewhat balanced. And right now this colony has nothing going on in food, so how's it going to grow, huh? If the population is full, then it's okay for the colony not to have much going on in terms of food. But otherwise, it gets a little bit ridiculous, because the planet's just sitting there not growing. So it's a little bit of micromanagement. Like that. As nice as it is to have, you know, 2 population in production, when you have the opportunity to have 1 population producing food, I mean, that's going to give you another population on top of those 2, the 1 in food and the 1 in production, much, much sooner. So it doesn't make any sense to leave that one in production. Under very few circumstances would it make sense. It's not inconceivable. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Universal antidote. Yes, population growth. Speed up. Speaking of population growth, right? So now we're going to do warp fields. Or are we going to do positronics? Yeah, let's do positronics, because that'll give us the auto lab. Yeah, these ships are just flying across space with our jump gates. It's awesome. Grozna 3 looks to have just finished a pretty big ship. So they're going to build a planetary stock exchange next, followed by a little bit of terraforming. Buron Prime. You're going to build an atmospheric renewer and a toxic processor, and then fungal farms. Oh. Let's see what we can do to the Darlock, huh? Steal a random technology from him. Pollution in the Virgil system is bad all around. It's already being fixed on the other 2 planets. That was the last one. So that time the game actually did kind of call my attention to that, which was nice. All right, we're going to fly this ship to 2 Ray. It's going to take just 7 turns for it to arrive. Then we're going to go to the next turn. All right, so the humans are colonizing more in their core systems. At this point, the humans can't expand anymore. I can still expand. I have access to Tyr, Desmos, Celia, and Kronos once I condense that planet into something else. Oh, wow. A lot of planets just grew. You're going to see that happening a lot now as, since I just got that new technology that's increasing planet growth. That's just going to happen more and more. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, let's go ahead and fly you here. And on that note, I will go ahead and cut this episode here, and we will continue with Terrible Terrans in the very next episode. I think we should be ready to take on Orion to take on the Guardian of Orion and Orion itself within probably the next 2 or 3 episodes, so stay tuned for that. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes in Terrible Terrans every day at 3 Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.